What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a hot cup of coffee with Web Dev Journey. I haven't had coffee for like a week, so I'm really glad to have it today. Today we're going to be talking about NoSQL. Not really of like what is NoSQL, but what AWS offers for NoSQL databases. And I opened up this terminology page because these are the 4 NoSQL databases, and they all have different terminology against SQL, obviously. Now, AWS doesn't have drop-down for Couchbase or MongoDB, meaning that you can't really like go to a specific service and like choose MongoDB as your database. And we'll get into that later on in the video. Don't worry about that. So anyways, I just wanted to talk to you about the most popular key value database that AWS actually offers, which is called DynamoDB, and it's actually very easy to use. So this exists higher up in the database as a service offering where you really don't do any management of it. You just pay for what you use, and if you partitioned it correctly, it's actually easier than the RDS offerings to scale up and down. Another great feature about DynamoDB is global tables, which lets you replicate your data across several regions for speed and redundancy. And you don't have to worry about anything complicated for cross-regional replication if you need that kind of uptime and performance. Now, we all know which database what database popularized NoSQL databases, and that's MongoDB. We all know that MongoDB was the one that popularized NoSQL database. Now, DocumentDB is not listed here, but DocumentDB is actually, it's Mongo-like, but you don't have to deal with servers and Mongo clusters. Although if you do need to run Mongo directly from AWS servers, there's actually a paper or documentation that tells you how to do this. And the reason why there's a doc is because, let's go back to the AWS Management Console. If you go under databases right here, you only see DynamoDB and DocumentDB, and Amazon Key Spaces is actually Cassandra. Yes, Cassandra. So going back over here, they don't have Couchbase or MongoDB. Now, the way you could actually do it is obviously get a server and install that manually if you want, or you could go to Amazon AWS Marketplace. There it is. And right here, you could actually search Couchbase, and you'll get the so these are basically like, they're basically like AMIs, where if you don't know what AMI is, we did talk about it, is actually Amazon Machine Images, where it gives you an image, so that way you could actually upload that to your instance, and this will be inside of your instance. But they do have that in the AWS Marketplace, where you do need some help doing it if you don't want to do it manually. Now, like I said, AWS does have like a mean stack. You could actually do a mean stack if you wanted to. Like right here, it'll give you an AMI where you could just upload it to your instance, and that instance will have the mean stack already uploaded for you. But these do cost maybe not that much, but you do need to subscribe. Like if I click on one, you do need to like continue to subscribe. I don't wanna do that. So, and actually, another way to install MongoDB, if you really want to go with MongoDB, is actually go to, I say actually a lot, I don't know why, MongoDB, and that is to go to the MongoDB's website, which it will give you a MongoDB atlas, and they could, right here, you see this little, it'll tell you, hey, where you want it at AWS and all that stuff. It'll do it for you and actually give you MongoDB in your instance. Now, this is the most popular way to actually get, see, there it goes again, actually. This is the most popular way to get MongoDB installed in the AWS if you really want to. But like I said, DocumentDB is Mongo-like, so if you really want to, and I think it's actually easier to use than MongoDB. So if you actually want a Mongo-like database, just get DocumentDB. I mean, it's already here. You could just do it, and right here, DocumentDB, and you just create. And then create your, there's not even that much you got to do. Look at this. You don't have to do much. Anyways, that is all I want to talk about NoSQL. I don't want to go in more depth with SQL. Now, another thing I do want to talk about in this video is in-memory caches. Now, when the database has to look up data, it can be extremely slow. And especially if you keep on looking up the same data over and over again, it could really slow down your application. So some databases are used like scratch pads, I guess you could say, where you could actually look it up once, right? Look it up the information once, write it on a scratch pad, and you don't really have to look at it no more in the database. You just look at your scratch pad and you're like, oh, that's what it is. In-memory caches, this is where in-memory caches play or come in. They actually help you to do this. And AWS has a service for that, which is called ElastiCache. Where is that at? Right here. ElastiCache. I don't know. ElastiCache. Now, ElastiCache will help you manage and deploy two of the most common types of memory caches, which is down here, which is Redis and Memcached. Now, Memcached, if you're a PHP developer, I would suggest, I guess, using this. I don't know. I mean, there's a few open source projects that actually support Memcached, so you might want to look into it. But yeah, Memcached and Redis. Redis being the most popular in-memory cache there is. Now, obviously, you could always install Redis or Memcached directly on some EC2 server and set all this up yourself, but like I said, ElastiCache will simplify a lot of the management of these services. Not every application will need an in-memory store, and to learn the right use cases, I would refer you back to the book Designing Data-Intensive Applications. I'm telling you, it's a really great book. I'm not trying to oversell this book to you. It's a really good book if you want to get more into depth about like how to actually structure your application. It's just a good book to read. Honestly, I'm not trying to upsell this. I'm not. Believe me, I'm not. There's no reason for me to. And honestly, this might be one of the things that I might do in depth later on. If the series goes well, I might do in depth on a lot of the things I've talked about. But right now, like I said in all the videos, I'm just doing an overview, and I'm just going down here so that way you can see how it works. And that is actually it for this video, guys. I just wanted you to know about NoSQL, the AWS services that you can use from NoSQL databases, and actually ElastiCache, which is in-memory caches that will actually help you speed up your database if you really needed it. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's very short, I know. I'm super sorry. I know you like hearing my voice, but that is it. And I thank you for your time that you spent watching this video, and also supporting me by subscribing, clicking the like button, and commenting down below on what else do you want me to do. I don't know how good it was. But thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.